There has been so many surprises today. The riders have been out for over 6.5 hours at high altitude, baking heat, racing for over 25 minutes, and every rider I've spoken to at this point cannot believe that it's come down to this final super short night stage. But before we get to that, we're going to go back to the beginning and find out how on earth we got here. The course here in the Thuile consists of 3 massive stages, each one longer than the last, finishing with the short night stage. The first 3 follow a similar style, high alpine, flat out, ribbons of single track weaving down the mountain. They're raw, awkward in places with roots, rocks and tight switchbacks that disrupt the flow and force the riders to sprint to get back up to speed. Add together the length, speed and dry rough conditions and you've got a seriously physical day on the bike. Oh, and those 3 stages all start above 2,300 metres. Straight out of the gate, it was a surprise winner of stage 1 in the women's race. Melanie Pujan is no stranger to a World Cup podium, and although she's paused her career after losing sponsorship for 2025, she's still racing select rounds, and she won this stage over Ella by 0.5 seconds after nearly 8.5 minutes of racing. With 3rd, 4th and 5th all in the same second, the stage was set for some seriously tight racing. In the men's race, current overall leader Sławomir Lukasic took the win. Despite switching to a completely different suspension system just days ago, it didn't slow him down. He finished 3.8 seconds ahead of Dan Booker in 2nd. But it was Leif Rogers showing again this season that he has the pace to be up there with the best, finishing 3rd on the same second as 4th, 5th and 6th. With so many standout performances within the top 10 and a lot of racing still to come, this race was anyone's to win. After a long, hot pedal with riders coughing from those lung-bleeding efforts on stage 1, it was on to stage 2. Simona Kulikova came out swinging, putting 9 seconds into 2nd place Ella Connolly. After 9th on a stage 1, Morgan Schär clawed back some time, finishing 4th and climbing the overall. But it was the flying Italian Nadine Ella Costa who took 3rd, moving up to 4th overall, just 0.3 off the podium position. Pujan's 5th on the stage dropped her to 3rd and Simona took over the race lead. In the men's race, it was all change. Elliot Jameson, back after breaking his hip earlier this year, found some serious pace and became the 3rd Canadian ever to win a stage. Those long runs are exactly what Matt Walker loves about Enduro, and he's been nursing a knee injury for a few seasons now but felt comfortable in the dry conditions, and he took 4th, only 3 seconds back.
That was real sick. Best stage yet. Whew.
After seeing the stage 1 times, Charlie Murray turned it up and took 2nd. With Lukasic back in 8th, Charlie closed the overall gap to just 0.007 seconds after nearly 16 minutes of racing. Adrian Day, a long-time racer in the sport, lost his sponsorship last year as well and has only raced 1 round this season. But despite that, and his well-known dislike for pedalling, his insane bike skills and ability to carry speed have left him sitting 3rd overall after 2 5th place stages. Stage 3 started high, over 2,600 metres. It opened with taped corners through loose, shaly rock, and that's where disaster struck for Nadine Ella Costa. A puncture at the top cost her 46 seconds and took her out of podium contention. Simona was 3rd on the stage, just 0.2 behind Ellie Hoskin in 2nd. Ellie, who won in Poland earlier this year, found her pace on that stage again. But it was Ella who came out on top of this long, fast, rough 12-minute stage. With 1 stage to go, Simona still led the overall, but Ella had shut the gap down to just 2.6 seconds. Pujan's consistency had left her in 3rd, but Winnie Goldsberry and Morgan Schär were only separated by 0.8 seconds after more than 30 minutes of racing. This race was all going to come down to the final 1-minute night stage. Honestly, I could not believe it. In the men's race, things were just as spicy. Matt Walker raised the bar again, winning this stage by 3 seconds over fellow Kiwi Charlie Murray. After 10.5 minutes of racing for the boys, Charlie, Jesse and Lukasic all finished within 1 second of each other. With over 26 minutes of racing already on the clock, Charlie Murray led into the final stage by just 0.2 seconds over Lukaszczyk. Walker's stage win had moved him to third and Jesse's consistency had him in fourth, only 4 seconds off the win. Any of those top 4 could still win this race, and I don't think anyone expected that after this much racing. So we're back to the night stage now, and on a stage this short, there's only time to lose, not gain.
It's such tight times between the top man and top woman. It's super exciting.
There's so many people here. I think it's just like, it's good energy and I'm feeding off of it. I'm excited to finish it up like this.
Now we got a nice stage ahead, so it's going to be so much fun, I think, and Winnie is so hyped.
We're gonna go riding our bikes in the trees with the lights, and it's gonna be so sick.
I find it crazy after such big stages today that literally it's coming down to racing on this last stage. Like, because I've kind of thought it'd be almost like a parade lap kind of thing where like you're settled into your position, don't do anything dumb, you're not going to go backwards or forwards sort of thing. But it's actually all to race for on this, which is insane.
Right now I think it's 0.2 of a second between Slav and myself, so I have the upper hand at the moment, but 0.2 doesn't mean much, so really have to make this last one count. Just try and bring it home nice and smooth but fast.
Shut up, I'm like each child, you guys are top going.
Delia Demacogno laid down a rapid time to win the final stage. This rising Swiss star has shown top 3 pace before, which landed her 5th overall in Poland. Nadine Elacosta was her closest challenger, just 0.2 seconds back. In the overall though, the first shake-up was Morgan Schär, who beat Winnie Goldsberry by 1.2 seconds on the final stage to move up into 4th. Another impressive ride, especially given she is still not 100% after her knee injury in Leogang. Ella handled the pressure and put down a clean run, so it was all on Simona. Known for her all-or-nothing style, this was a nail-biter. Someone walked into her line and she had a crash, and she thought she'd lost it once she crossed the line. But she hadn't. Simona made her dream come true, winning her first ever Elite World Cup. With Ella taking 2nd in the race, she locked in the 2025 EDR World Cup overall title with 1 round still to go.
So it's been such an intense season. We've now had 6 World Cups in the past 2 months, and it's just like, it takes it out of you, honestly, mentally, physically. We've had 2-day races back, which is amazing, but 4 days of such like huge amounts of riding back to back really takes its toll. Like, you would usually take weeks to recover properly from something like that, and we had back-to-back races the following weekend, so it's been tough, I'm not gonna lie. And like, the fatigue is hard mentally as well coming into races like this, but I'm really happy with how most of my season's gone so far, and yeah, to get the overall wrapped up here is pretty sick.
In 2021 I took my first ever U21 win here. It was my first ever race, and it was just 3 months after my brain aneurysm surgery, and I wasn't even meant to race back then. Like, all the doctors, they told me you can race, but like on your own. It was such a big risk for a 16-year-old girl just chasing her dreams, you know. And now I'm here again after 4 years, and in my first ever elite season, I just took a win, and it means the world to me, to be honest. And yeah, it was such a big day, and I'm just like so stoked.
In the men's race, 4 riders were still in the fight. Dan Booker sailed through the awkward rock garden in only the way this agile cat-like rider can, taking the stage win. Adrian Day capped off a brilliant day with 2nd, just 0.6 seconds back. Matt Walker wasn't so lucky. One of the many victims of the rock garden, he had a throw the goggles moment to celebrate the fact that actually he was still alive. But unfortunately that meant he dropped from podium position to 6th overall. In true Jesse Melamed style, he set out to bin it or win it. He did neither, but it was enough to move up to 3rd overall, securing his 3rd podium in a row. Slavomir came down clean, 0.1 behind Jesse's time, and it was all down to Charlie Murray. Charlie finished the stage just 0.2 behind Slavomir and ended up 2nd overall by 0.05 seconds after 27 minutes of racing. It's fair to say that Slavomir has cracked the winning code. Even under the highest pressure and the tightest margins, he knows how to win. He takes the EDR World Cup overall title too, with 1 round still to go. That was an absolute insane